this. It's called Fooling and Booling Sports Bar. It's a sports bar where you can play sand volleyball, basketball, and spike ball, but you can also do your normal drinking activities.
How big is this?
It's pretty big.
Yeah, you have like sand volleyball in a bar?
Yeah, it's a big sports complex with a bar in the middle. Would you be interested in going to that sort of thing?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah? Yes.
Actually, that sounds pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I like it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah? You coming out to this?
Of course.
Of course?
Yeah.
So you can drink after.
Yeah, it sounds like a decent hang.
What's up, guys? We're Fooling and Booling, a new sports bar that's launching soon. Let me just sit down and tell you about it real quick. So what we're doing is we're launching a sports bar. It's going to focus on combining two of people's favorite activities, sports and drinking. Great activities. We're providing value to the average customer that likes to go to bars and the average athlete. It's a great opportunity to take part in some of the great sports activities such as volleyball, basketball, and so many other more options and take part in drinking games. So definitely come check us out this spring.
So we just heard from Nick, and now I'm going to tell you about our customer segments. So our two customer segments are people who enjoy recreational activities and people who want to go drink in a normal bar environment. Obviously, most of these people are going to be 20 to 40s, and we have a lower constraint of people needing to be 21 to legally enter our establishment. So for the people who enjoy recreational activities, we believe we can access this customer segment by looking at other DC sports leagues like DC City Ball. And for the people who just enjoy drinking, we can find plenty of those in DC at other establishments. So obviously we believe that these two customer segments are going to have a big overlap and are really going to enjoy our bar.
Hey, thanks, Jeff. So now I'm going to talk about the three pricing strategies that our firm is deciding upon. The first one is price lining. So all this means is that the most attractive sports will charge more money for, and the same thing can be said about the alcohol. The popular ones are going to be charged more money compared to the less favorite ones. The next pricing strategy is the freemium pricing strategy. All this means is that we'll offer free sports to attract customers, and then via the inner facilities, we'll advertise so that they buy like drinks and snacks and such. And then the last price strategy is the value-based one. And what this means is that what our company offers is unique and nothing else is close to what we can offer. So the combination of alcohol and sports is unique, and we can charge more money based off of that.
So thank you, Jeffrey, for telling us a little bit about our pricing strategy. Now I'm going to be talking about financing. Obviously, we're going to need a good amount of capital to start our business as far as leasing the facility, remodeling it, and as well as initial operating expenses. Many of those initial operating expenses are going to include employee salaries and inventory, because we're going to hopefully sell a lot of alcohol. So we're going to need to do this in two different ways. First of all, we're going to need to balance the amount of debt and equity financing that we receive. So, as far as the equity financing, we would really love to find an angel investor or a group of angel investors whose money and knowledge we can leverage in this venture. We would certainly be willing to give up a little bit more percentage of our business if the people we are working with as investors have previous knowledge with the entertainment, restaurant, and sports industry. So, we obviously don't want to sell a majority stake in our business though, so we're going to need to find some debt financing as well. This will be a decent percentage, but not too much, because we don't want to hold too much debt on our balance sheet. So in our research, we have found that the best option for a small business loan, because they're relatively risky in starting new ventures, is between 3 and 5%, which is really not that bad. So once we've looked at that, we really believe we'll be able to attain those loans, as well as money through equity financing. We will have the money to start and run our new venture.
All right, thank you, Jeff, for talking about financing. Now I'm going to go into the locations. Okay, so I've researched a property close to in the middle of DuPont Circle. It's a second-generation restaurant and bar. It also already has its tavern license. It has 4 bathrooms, a kitchen, and 2 bars currently on 2 floors. We're also looking into a plan to lease it for 5 years. It has an option for up to 10 years, but currently we're looking into 5 years. So we think this would be a very good location. It already also has its tavern license, which is helpful. However, the only downside is it's a little bit small. So we also currently looking into a new location we found closer to the Navy Yard with more space for our sports activities.
Thank you, John. I am now here with Confucius to talk about our social impact at Fooling and Bullying. Our company is not only focused on profits and revenues, but we are focused on making a social impact in our community and for the environment. We can do this by incorporating practices in our value chain that all support a sustainable focus. That is anything from using sustainable products at our bar, in our sports activities, but also not supporting companies that have a negative impact on the environment. Also, we are starting an initiative called Fooling and Bullying for Kids, in which we can have young kids from the DC area that are interested in sports come to our facility in a non-alcoholic environment during the day so that we are not serving them drinks. But we can have them come to our athletic facilities and have them participate in athletic events such as basketball, sand volleyball, spike ball, or any other activity. Our hypothesis is that consumers around the age of 21 and up on the George Mason campus will find value in a sports and recreational bar in the DC area as a reinvented form of nightlife. To test our hypothesis, we created a flyer and hung it around the Mason campus, in the JC, and at the rack to attract our audiences. From there, we created an Instagram with the handle @FAB Sports Bar. We have 48 followers, and we also follow 36 individuals. We have created 3 different posts and have a combined total of 43 likes on those posts. The reason we created a business profile is so that we can manage our data analytics metrics such as content, activity, and audience. This way we can view what types of interactions we have with other people's accounts. For example, we reached 36 accounts in the past week and also made a total of 81 impressions.
in. Now come join us spring 2020 when we open.